Hello and welcome to Stevenage Station. Located on the East Coast Main Line and also the terminus of the Hertford Loop. Passing through that was 800 111, that is on a service from London King's Cross to Inverness. That is the one-a-day service to Highland Chieftain. Should be calling at York, Darlington, Newcastle, Berwick, Tweed, Edinburgh, Haymarket, Perth, Pitlochry, Knewsey, Aviemore and Inverness. Not serving Falkirk, Grimston, Stirling and Glen Eagles today due to floods in the area. Also passing through now we have another LNER Azuma service. This one is going from Glasgow Central to London King's Cross. It's like another 9-car set. Here it comes with a great tone just as it approaches the platform. I believe it's 801213 going from Glasgow Central to London King's Cross. Also popped up here on the brand new platform 5, we have 717014 I think it is. Yep, and we'll see that depart out shortly for Moorgate via Hertford North. Right, arriving now we have the delayed 1217 Thameslink service going from Peterborough to Horsham, which is 700-120. So 17014 makes some sort of weird noises behind me. I assume preparing to go off, making its weird brake release noise. Lovely, we'll see this one departing in a minute. Stevenage, great views all the way down the station. It's a nice straight piece of track. A plane above me. You never really realise how close Stevenage is to Luton Airport. That I believe is an EasyJet Airbus A320. I'm not too sure on the origin, but that is going into Luton Airport, arriving in from the east. Passing through now we have a Great Northern Class 387 going from London King's Cross to King's Lynn. Freightliner 118 and Freightliner 119. One goes direct to Cambridge. I think that service is delayed by a bit. We're arriving in here is the 1228 LNER service to London Central from London King's Cross, of course. It's one of the few LNER services that do stop here. It's operated by a 5-car Class 800. This one being 800-209. Departing out now to 1228 LNER service going from London King's Cross to Lincoln Central. Next stop of this one will be Peterborough. Then calling at Grantham, Newark Northgate and finally Lincoln Central. Arriving in now is the 1223, or 1233 even, Thameslink service going from Brighton to Cambridge, which is 700-101. So that rolls into platform 4. The service is arrived 3 minutes early. As a Wizz Air Airbus A321 comes into London, we have an LNER Class 801, specifically 801-211, going from Edinburgh to London King's Cross passing. That passes, that's running a few minutes late, that one. Also arriving in a 700-115. This is on the 1232 Thameslink service going from Cambridge to Brighton. Catch this one when it departs as well. Passing up behind 700-101 is 717014. This is on the 1232 Great Northern service to Moorgate via Hertford North. Next up this one will be Watton Stone. As the 1232 service also departs. See both services in the distance. As also getting ready to depart now is the 1233 service from Brighton to Cambridge. So this one will be hitching. Lovely, just look how cool the 12 car sets look. That's a fire engine. Obviously something's going on. Fire engines, 2 fire engines have turned up. Obviously something big has happened in Stevenage, not too sure. Right, arriving in now is the 1239 Thameslink service from London King's Cross to Royston. It's one of the 8 car slower services, this one. This is 700-029. It's weird, isn't it? They advertise first class from just outside London. From Potter's Bar. If you get on a Potter's Bar to London service, it says first class is not available on this train. So does that mean between Potter's Bar and King's Cross, first class is declassified? Possibly. Also arriving in the 1240 Thameslink service going from Royston to London King's Cross. Here it comes. This is 700-060 again. I saw this one in operation on, what day was it? Wednesday. That's what appears to be a general aviation aircraft, private jet thing passing over me, going to Luton. Not sure what that could be. Passing out now 700-029. This one is service bound for Royston. Next up, this one will be Hitchin. Then it will call Letchworth Garden City, Letchworth Garden City, Baldock, Ashwell and Morden, and then Royston, is it? Right, parting out now is 700-060 on the 1240 Thameslink service going from Royston to London King's Cross. Next up, this one will be Welland North. Will it be Nebworth? Oh yeah, it would be Nebworth, wouldn't it? Right, arriving in now is the 1244 Thameslink service going from Horsham to Peterborough, operated by 12 car class 700. 137. Using the entire length of the platform here. So 1244 Thameslink service to Peterborough from Horsham prepares to depart. Also arriving in here we have another Great Northern class 717. Just terminating in from Moorgate. This one is 717003, I believe. Yep, 003. So we have a Wizz Air Airbus A320 arriving in behind me on a service bound for Leeds. I talk like it's a train. It's probably from Eastern Europe somewhere, like Wizz Air usually do their services. Right, departing out now is the 1244 service. As also passing now, we have a Great Northern class 387, which is going from Ely to London King's Cross, operated by 387 of course. 717003 arrives in there. It's going relatively slowly. This service is delayed by a couple of minutes. It's 387 120 and 387 160. Right, arriving in now we have two trains, the first being 801 229 going from London King's Cross to Edinburgh. As that passes through even down there. I believe the next stop of that one will be York. As also arriving in we have a Thameslink class 700. This one is going from Peterborough to Horsham, which is 700 103. As also passing through now we have a DB Cargo Class 66, which is going from Bow Depot to Heck Plasma PS. This one is passing platform 4 on the slow lines. As 700 103 departs bound for Horsham. This is passing through as well. Oh, it's in the maritime livery, nice. 66 005. Not too sure what that one's hauling, but it seems to be a pretty light load. Loving the 66 in the maritime livery. It's one of the few that are painted in that livery. And of course you've got the smell. The lovely smell of the 66s. Arriving in now, we have a LNER service which is going from London King's Cross to Leeds. This is on the 1256 service, which has arrived ridiculously early. The announcement said that this was a 5-car class 800, something I've not seen on the services to Leeds before. Is that a 5-car? It can't be a 5-car. It's 801 211. 9-car set. Yeah, LNER services are quite busy. Busier than I thought. Right, 801 211 is now departing with the 12:56 service bound for Leeds. That will call it Grantham, Doncaster, Wakefield Westgate and Leeds. Right, arriving now is at 12:59. LNER service to London King's Cross from Lincoln Central, operated by a 5-car Class 800 as usual.
Make your way down the platform past the lift, this is on with 5 coaches only.
Indeed.
9 LNER service to London King's Cross, calling London King's Cross only.
Calling at London King's Cross only. It's operated by 800-208. No, this one definitely is on diesel. Yeah, this one's definitely on diesel. The front pantograph's not raised, rear pantograph's not raised. It's making that diesel engine sound as well, you can probably hear. Right, passing out now should be the 12:59 LNER service going from Lincoln Central to London King's Cross. Yeah, this one's definitely on diesel, listen to that. Perhaps it didn't change power at Newark Northgate like it was supposed to. Be fine. Also arrived in here a 700-145. This one is on the 1303 service from Brighton to Cambridge. Passing behind should be 717-003. That is going back on the 1302. Great Northern service going from here to Moorgate, running via Hertford North. As also arriving, we should have a Great Northern Class 387 passing. This one is bound for, is it Ely? Guess we'll find out. Close on 108 and 387-111. I believe that one is going to Ely. Oh, that 387 is actually going to King's Lynn, not Ely. I always seem to get the destinations wrong with that one. And departing any minute now should be the 1303 Thameslink service going from Brighton to Cambridge. This one calls at Hitchin, Letchworth, Baldock, Royston and Cambridge. Right, arriving in now is a delayed 1306 Thameslink service going from Cambridge to Brighton, which is 700-121. Lovely. See this one depart in a minute. Right, passing out now is the delayed 1302 Thameslink service going from Cambridge to Brighton. I'm just going to have a look at the cooling points for that one. As that goes off towards Brighton. That one calls at Finsbury Park, St Pancras International, Farringdon, City Thameslink, Blackfriars, London Bridge, East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Balcombe, Haywards Heath, Burgess Hill and Brighton. Arriving in at 14:47. Right, arriving in now is the 1308 Thameslink service going from London King's Cross to Cambridge. It's operated by an 8-car Class 700. 700-011. on this one. There's a Wizz Air bus A320 passes over me. Also arriving in a minute should be the delayed 1304 LNER service going from Leeds to London King's Cross, delayed in the Sandy area for some reason. Passing out now 700-011, this is with the 1309, or 1308 even, Thameslink service going from London King's Cross to Cambridge. Lovely there. Not too sure what's happened with the... Oh, it's due in 2 minutes, the LNER Leeds to London service. Arriving in now is 700-034 in this one. This is the first 700 I ever went on. This one is going from Cambridge to London King's Cross on a slow service. Also arriving in is 801-204. This is on a service, the delayed 1304 from Leeds to London King's Cross. I've said this before in my videos, but if you know... Oh, also arriving in there is a service going from Horsham to Peterborough, I believe. Yeah, but if you go on all-time trains, then do get sort of the 225 set, because they're not going to last forever, and they're also particularly comfortable. Also arriving there is a 717 coming in from Harrogate. I don't think I'll be able to get the numbers from over here. As the 1309 service, again delayed by a few minutes, bound for London King's Cross from Cambridge, calling at Nebworth, Welland North, Welland Garden City, Hatfield, Potters Bar, Finchley Park, and London King's Cross departs. And the LNER service is not hanging around either. Passing behind, we have a Grand Central Class 180 Adelante going from London King's Cross to Sunderland. Sadly, due to this LNER service, we're not going to get much of a view of that. Come on. This service is now 10 minutes late, and I can see a Class 387 being attempted to signal behind this one. So, if it doesn't move soon, then got a bit of a problem. We're arriving now with the 1318 Thameslink service going from Peterborough to Horsham. This is 700-105. The LNER Class 801 still has not moved. That is not a good thing. Right, this service is off. I figured out why the LNER service is not departing. There's a problem with the door on the train, one of the doors. So the guard and the driver are just having a bit of a conversation at the moment as to how they're going to sort it out. Oh dear, can we not go a day on the East Coast Main Line without some disruption happening? Also, there is a Freightliner Class 66 I'll attempt to get the numbers of. They'll be in the captions below. That is going from London Gateway Freightliner Terminal to Leeds Freightliner Terminal. It's a bit of an update on the situation we've got here. Some services, such as this service which you're about to see, have been rerouted round onto the slow lines, near the 66 behind me. This is a Great Northern Class 387 going from Kingsley Lynn to London King's Cross, 387 114. You can see the rear Freightliner service. The rear is 387 115 of the Freightliner service, the Great Northern service. 801204 has finally been given the dispatch. This service is going from Leeds to London King's Cross, now running 20 minutes late. That door issue. In coach C, I said it was. Must have been one of those doors there that had a problem. I feel sorry for all the passengers. And yeah, it's annoying we couldn't see the Freightliner service. The numbers of that will be in the captions below. Also arriving at 717016, and this is not something you see every day, is it? That is 801209 running on the slow lines. That is on a service from Edinburgh to London King's Cross. So you can see on the slow lines because of the 801204 service, which was having problems with its doors. But now that service, I assume, will get delayed a bit more because the maximum speed limit is 75. We'll catch 717016 departing in a minute. We're arriving in now, it's the 1328 LNER service going from London King's Cross to York. Hopefully this one doesn't have the same problems as the 800 that just left. The service is running on time or appropriate time. This is 801223. I'm surprised how many LNER sets serve Stevenage. I thought it's only like one every hour or something. Honestly, it's a lot more. Just 1 minute to pass. Right, departing out now is the 1328 LNER service from London King's Cross to York. This is one of the stopper services that call at all stations en route. So this one we'll be calling at Peterborough, Grantham, Northgate, Retford, Doncaster and finally York, arriving in at 15:28 in exactly 2 hours. We're arriving now, we have 2 trains, both of them being Thames Link Class 700 and both being 12 car actually. First of all arriving in we have the 1333 Thames Link service going from Brighton to Cambridge, 700-136. There's also arriving the 700-146, this is on the 1332 service from Cambridge to Brighton. Both arrived in early. It's better to have slack in the timetable than having a tight timetable, definitely. Passing through now, we have a pair of Great Northern Class 387s going from London King's Cross to Ely. Threats of 107 and 103. Passing out early now is the 1332 Thames Link service going from Cambridge to Brighton. Next over this one will be Finsbury Park. So yeah, and I can hear the 717 departing out as well. 17016, I believe this one is. Next over this one will be Walthamnut Stone. Yep, it's 016. Now passing out now, 700-136, this is on the 1332. Great Northern service going from Brighton to Cambridge. Next up this one will be Hitchin. Something smells nice, I'm not sure what it is, but I like that smell. It smells like food. Just some things on the railways I find really funny. First of all, there's a 3874/8 car stop. Quite useful for some certain Ely to King's Lynn trains, but it didn't open doors this side. Really? If train drivers have common sense, they will not open the doors that side. Right, arriving in now is the 1338 Thameslink service going from London King's Cross to Royston. It's operated by 700-044. Saw that one yesterday at Harrogate Wood as well. As also arriving in shortly should be my train, which is the 1340 service from Royston to London King's Cross. I'm getting that one as far as Potter's Bar, then going up to Brickman's Park, which will be my next station that I'm going to record at. This is 700-044 arrives in. My train will arrive in. Here comes my train. It is operated by 700-029. Yes, thanks very much for watching this video. I really do hope you've enjoyed. If you did enjoy, then please press the like button down below. If you didn't enjoy, then please dislike the video and tell me exactly why, because I'm sure you have a valid reason why. I'm going to put my face covering on now. Or if you enjoy my content, then please make sure to subscribe as well. That's all from me, my next up was Brickman's Park. Stay safe and have a lovely day. Bye.